All right, well, with coronavirus cases spiking in New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo has implemented new restrictions for bars, restaurants, and gyms across the state. All of these establishments have to close their doors by 10 p.m. to prevent late night crowding. And for more on this, I'm joined by Todd Magazine, the CEO of Blink Fitness, a chain of gyms with a large New York presence. Todd, it's great to see you this morning. So how have these restrictions
Morning,
affected
Kristen.
your business and traffic at your gyms?
Well, obviously, COVID has been a very challenging time for us over the last, call it 7 or 8 months. But really, as things have reopened and as we've started slowly to go back to some semblance of normalcy, we've seen that there's been an overwhelming number of people who want to get back into the gym. And we've seen traffic pick up over the months. And more and more people are really taking advantage of trying to get out into the house and get healthy, really, which is one of the best ways to avoid getting sick. So we as an industry, and Blink specifically, has done a really wonderful job of creating all these incredible safety measures to make sure that our gyms are not a place that are contributing to the cases. We're actually helping people. So, and the latest restrictions, quite honestly, they've had very little impact on us. We've done a really nice job of, we have a reservation system. We have something online so people can actually see when our gyms are busy. So, and people's patterns have changed really throughout the last number of months as people are working from home and they're not all going at the same time like they did pre-COVID. So overall, I think that, we're moving in a better direction. We have a long way to go, obviously, but we're getting there.
So Todd, explain what extra safety precautions your gym is taking, if it's doing that, because we do know that gyms can be an easy place for the virus to spread.
Well, first of all, I think there's a lot of reports in the market right now that I think are not necessarily reflecting reality. And what we're seeing in our gyms is that the gyms are not the problem. And one of the reasons is because of the safety measures that I'll talk about, but also that we're requiring people to social distance and to wear masks essentially at all times. So our data is showing that it's a very, very small percentage of people that are actually contracting the virus as a result of the gyms because of all the safety measures. But the kinds of things that we've done really starts outside the gym. We are doing temperature checks. We have moved all of our equipment around to give people an opportunity to socially distance. We are requiring masks. You can see here from the videos, we're spraying everything. We have filters in many of our gyms that are helping purify the air. We are cleaning constantly, which is really something that Blink in particular has always been known for. So for us, we already had a very high standard of cleanliness, and we've even upped our game even more. So the great part about it is between 85 and 90% of our members are telling us that they feel safe coming back to our gyms. And that's one of the reasons that I think our rebound has really gone pretty well, and we're hoping that it will continue to be that way.
So Todd, obviously the coronavirus has probably been the most unpredictable thing in many people's lives in their lifetimes. What's the churn that you've seen in customers, and are you doing anything to keep customers subscribed to your services?
Yeah, churn actually has only gone up a little bit. We have instituted a freeze policy for those people that don't feel comfortable. So a lot of people have taken us up on that. But for the most part, our churn is actually just a little bit higher than it was pre-COVID and versus on a year ago basis. But really one of the things that we've done, and we were doing this even before COVID, is really to give people the opportunity to exercise both in the gym and outside the gym. We had launched an app a couple of years ago that had thousands of group fitness classes on demand, workouts. We had information on nutrition and regeneration. We were really moving down the path of giving people the opportunity to really experience Blink outside the gym. And really when the virus hit, we opened that app up to our non-premium members. So we have both premium and non-premium. We offered that to all of our members. We also added Facebook Live classes. We now have virtual training, so you could actually train with a live trainer through your phone or your tablet or whatever it might be. So we've done as much as we can to keep our members engaged for those that don't feel comfortable coming back. And I think it's one of the reasons it's such a high percentage of our members have stayed with us.
And it's my understanding that Equinox is your parent company. Explain the financial position that you're in and whether you are in a position to weather the pandemic.
Well, we're a sister company of Equinox and SoulCycle, and really we have done a very effective job of managing our cash, working with outside lenders, and really managing through obviously what is a very difficult time. But we are in very good shape to weather this storm and get through the pandemic, and we have no concern at all at this point that we're going to be able to get through it and come out the other end in a position where we're going to get back onto a really high trajectory of growth, and that's our goal. So we're in very good position right now, and we'll continue to be very cautious in how we manage our cash. But we're feeling very good about really getting through this and coming out on the other end in a really positive way.
How are you working to keep customer service up? I mean, obviously there's less foot traffic in some of your locations, but are you hiring extra staff to basically handle calls, right? People who might need to cancel their membership or freeze their membership or get guidance on some other aspect?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we have some of our costs have gone up, obviously, all the safety measures, but we also have added staff, obviously, things like temperature checks and having people standing really at the front door and kind of doing those kinds of things. Those are things that we didn't have pre-COVID. So we've had to do that. But quite honestly, we look at that right now as really being a cost of business. And it's really important for us to make sure that we maintain those safety measures and make sure that people feel comfortable coming back to the gym. So we have hired more people to help with that and cleaning, and making sure that we're also, to your point, of enabling people to manage their account as best they can, whether they want to freeze or they want to cancel or whatever it is. We obviously want to be very respectful of the realities of what's going on right now in the marketplace, and we've done a very good job with that.
All right, Todd Magazine, we got to leave it there. He's the CEO of Blink Fitness. Thank you for joining us.